This is content intended for adults, not for puppies.
He barely knew how, like, a quick service restaurant worked. I don't know. Eddie, I think you give him just enough credit. I don't know. We reach the center of the lot when the aromas really start to hit me. It's a fantastic symphony of sweet and savory scents. Can't wait to try something.
All right, everyone. Pick your poison.
We eating out here? Nah, we can take our food in the bar. It's just right over there. Cliff points to a building across the street. Again, we're at the bar. There's a large glass window facing the street with a stylized vinyl graphic plastered on its surface. It reads, Enchanter's Whimsy in a charming font. Turn back around to the group. Are you sure they allow that? It seems strange bringing one establishment's food into another restaurant. It's all good. Enchanter's just a bar. They'll let you bring in outside food. Trent averts eye contact for a moment, seemingly trying to make sense of Cliff's statement. Okay, if you're sure. Daryl is scanning frantically at each truck, seemingly looking for something in particular. He quickly spots what he's looking for. He gasps in excitement. They have it. Wings! The lion made a beeline towards the truck adorned with a graphic that reads, Tender Lovin' Chicken. Cute name, I guess. Tender Lovin' Chicken. Tender Lovin' Chicken. Oh, TLC. Okay. Like, the tender love. Like, that's a joke on, like, chicken tenders, right? Or is that unintentional? Maybe they... I don't know, whatever. I guess I'll go check out this one. The collie scurries off in the opposite direction. Cliff looks at the group with a perplexed expression. Huh, thought Pat would go for the wings too. Pretty sure they're his favorite. What's Pat's deal? Oh, he just doesn't want to be anywhere near Daryl. He's being awkward. He's being awkward about Daryl. April points to a truck and taps Moria on the shoulder. Moria, they have Chinese food at this truck. They love Chinese food. They love Chinese food. This is the second time, right? This is the second time in this visual novel where the lesbian couple has been featured adoring Chinese food. Ooh, that's perfect. The girls step away, leaving the three of us. Okay. Okay, if this was like... I feel like this is the moment in, like, most novels. I feel like this is the moment in most novels where you would get, like, a choice. And the choice would be like, oh, go see what Daryl's doing. Oh, go see what Pat's doing. Oh, go see what April and Moria's doing. Or stay with Trent and Cliff. I have a feeling it's not going to do that. Right? I feel like most visual novels would present a choice like that. But I have a feeling it's not going to do that. I really don't know where to start. There are a lot of options. I got you. I'll show you around. The capybara looks towards me. You mean to show you around too? No, I'm good. I'll look on my own. Sounds good. Or Eddie just goes off by himself. The two walk off. I'm left alone in the center of the lot. Lots of options. What should I go for? Oh. Okay. Well, I was proven half wrong. Guys, do we want to do Daryl's route? I don't think so. I don't... Really, Daryl's route is initiated by just trailing him to the chicken tender's food truck. That's how Daryl's route starts. Unlock Daryl's route? Or, like, unlock Daryl's route. Okay, so does unlocking Daryl's route mean we're starting Daryl's route? Right? Does unlocking Daryl's route mean we're starting Daryl's route? Or is this like a prerequisite for Daryl's route? But Daryl's route doesn't actually start now, it starts later. I don't really want to do Daryl's route. I know right now I'm pretty sure it's just... I think it's just Daryl and Chester. I think those are the only routes currently. Right. Maybe in 2027, right? Maybe in 2027 we'll have routes for other characters. What year is it? 2025? Sorry guys, I forgot what year it was. don't really want to do Daryl's route. Like, I don't know. Like, Daryl's cool, but like if I had to choose between Daryl and Chester, I'd probably choose the Chester route. Not because I want to romance Chester or anything. Not because I want to see Eddy romance Chester, but just because I think it'd be funny. Right? But just because I think it'd be funny. And I don't know. I wanna know what Chester's deal is. I wanna know what Chester's deal is. What's going on with him? So that aside, I just don't really feel like hanging out with Daryl. We're going with Daryl more. Chinese actually sounds great. Really? This is what determines the future? This is what determines the future of Eddy's life? Which food he feels like eating? You know? Which food he happens to feel like eating in the moment? Chinese actually sounds great. Scurry over to the line where April and Moria are standing. Let me guess, General So's? You know it. Funny, that's Chester's favorite too. Really? Oh yeah, before you came along, Chester would order Chinese delivery to Chronicles all the time. So is Chronicles the name of the whole shop, or is it just the name of, like, the music part? Probably the whole shop, right? I don't know. We could eat lunch at the shop while we were so short-staffed. He always got General So's for himself. That's a fun coincidence. We worked our way to the front of the line, and we each ordered. We received our orders in to-go containers and crossed the street to the bar. To the bar. We entered inside and were immediately transported into another world. This bar clearly invests a lot of time crafting the thematic elements. Fantasy-inspired furnishings adorned every nook and cranny of the space. Even the bathroom signs were stylized to look fantastical. We quickly find our group situated at a long table along the wall. There's a booth on one side and a bench on the other. Pat and Trent are settled on the bench. The girls and I seat ourselves on the booth. Cliff entered the bar shortly after. He sat next to Pat. Daryl wasn't far behind him, claiming the end spot on the bench. Being on the end myself, I'm sitting adjacent to only Moria, Cliff, and Daryl.
So, what'd you guys get?
Shrimp fried rice. I got a poke bowl. What's that? It's raw fish, rice, some veggies, and other stuff. Ooh, sounds fancy. How about you? What'd you get? Chicken wings. I'm having flashbacks to that part in Tennis where, like, where they're at the festival and then Yuichi just gets like food poisoning. Flashback to the part in Tennis where Yuichi gets food poisoning. The boys look to me next, expecting an answer. Good old General So's for me. Nice. Hi everyone. Just then a server approached our table with a tray of glasses and ice water. She gives us one each. I'll be your server tonight. When you're ready, you can scan the QR code in the center of the table, and I'll bring you your drinks. Great, thank you. The server walks away, and Moria gives me an astonished look. Oh my gosh, Eddy, this is the coolest bar ever. Never knew this kind of ordering existed, and that's incredible. It's getting more and more common around here. What if you don't have phone? What if thou'st have no phone? You know, it's getting more and more dangerous to carry your phone with you these days. People can track you and like pin your exact location from like cell phone towers and shit. Maybe is that a conspiracy? I think that's a conspiracy, but like I think it's not unwarranted or something. I scanned the QR code and met with the expansive menu on my phone screen. Every cocktail served here is an enchanter's whimsy signature creation. It's pricey, but each beverage is over the top and fantastical with its presentation. As it should be. They're all prepared in special vessels that reflect the fancy theming of the bar. Some are prepared in potion bottles, other in ornate goblets. Nearly every beverage on the menu has some special accoutrements? Accoutrements. Guys, I don't know that word. Right? That's a word I just don't know. I don't know what that word is. Accoutrement? Accoutrement. Has special accoutrements. Accoutrements? Accoutrements. Accoutrements? I don't know. Some cocktails are prepared with dry ice to give them a bubbly and foggy appearance. Others have unique collars, glitter, or are even set on fire. I decided to order the mana potion. He orders the most basic Lemass sounding thing off the menu. Great job, Eddy. It's pina colada mixed with lemon juice and blue curacao. Guys, I don't know these words. I'm being outclassed by chord progressions. I'm not literally educated enough to read chord progressions, right? I'm not literally educated enough to read chord progressions. I'm not cultured enough. I don't know what these words are. What makes it special is that it's served in a potion bottle style glass and is mixed with edible glitter that give it a whimsical appearance. Neat. Place my order and then start to dig into my food. So Daryl, tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself. Well, as you may know, I'm playing guitar in your girlfriend's band. I've been playing guitar for about 15 years. Outside work, it's what I mostly focus my energy on nowadays. I tuned the two out for a moment. I'm not really learning anything new about Daryl. My mind wanders and I can't help but think about that mystery Callan cruiser again. Eddy. Eddy. You know what? Whatever, Eddy, sure. Pull out my phone and navigate. Eddy, you're at a social scene. You're like out with your friends, Eddy. Instead, you're just like indulging in your weird cruiser conspiracies. Eddy, what's your deal? Eddy, what's your deal, Eddy? What's your motive? Pull the phone and I pull out my phone and navigate to the app. I'm sitting with my back to the wall. No one can see my screen. The front page of the app is populated with a large collection of images as expected. I scroll through, continuing my search for the mysterious profile. Look and look, but come up short. Ray, got some drinks for you. A server returned with a tray of cocktails. She sets most of them on the table. Who has the dragon's blood? That's me. She sets a drink in front of the lion. There's 2 more shot glasses on her tray. Then I have 2 11 Delight shooters. Those are for these 2. Cliff points to Mori at me. The server set down both glasses. They're a rich lime green color and spiked with the same edible glitter that's in my mana potion. The glitter dances and swirls inside the shooter glasses. It's captivating. I'll be back if you need anything. Enjoy. She steps away. Cliff, you didn't have to get us drinks. Told you I would, and I'm a rodent of my word. Capybaras are rodents? I don't know why. This is so specious of me. But like... This is so specious of me, but like... Knowing that Cliff is like... technically a rodent, it almost makes me think less of him now. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. He's a rodent? Cliff's a rodent? Capybaras are rodents? A rodent. Cliff a rodent? He's not a rodent. Is that offensive? Sounds like an offensive term. But I guess just like accurate. Rodent. Cliff the rodent. Huh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Cliff, that you're a rodent. Wait, no, that's even more. It's even more specious to word it like that. The fox picks up her shot glass and raises it. Shall we? Pick up my shot glass and clean it against hers. Down the hatch. To Cliff. To Cliff. We each down our shots and set the glasses back on the table. It's delicious. It tastes like a tart apple pie and goes down smoothly with no burn. The perfect sweet and sour combination. That's amazing. Agreed. Capybara smiles. I'm glad you like it. It's one of my favorites. Why didn't you get one? I got it right here. He holds up his drink. It's the same rich green hue as the shots with glitter swirling around this pint-sized glass. Ooh, that might have to be my next one. What did you start with? Lightning in a bottle. She presents her drink to me. It's served in clear beer bottle and is filled with a lurid yellow liquid. The drink appears to luminesce like a glow stick. There's a little light inside. How cool is that? I turn to the lion. Your drink looks cool. What did you get? I examined Daryl's beverage. It's served inside a jeweled chalice. This must be one of the dry ice cocktails. The concoction inside is bubbling and smoking as white wisps cascade over the side of the vessel. The liquid inside has a rich burgundy hue. It's the dragon's blood. Cinnamon whiskey, blood orange ginger beer, and some other stuff. Looked cool. Looks very cool. Cliff raises his glass, prompting a toast. Cheers to a fun night tonight and a kick-ass show tomorrow. We cheer in unison and clink our glasses together before sipping. The three at the other end of the table do the same. My mana potion is quite delicious. It's perfectly sweet and has great tropical vibes. The alcohol is barely noticeable. We continue to chow, chat, and drink the night away. Looks like the three at the other side of the table are enjoying themselves too. Every once in a while, I concernedly take a peek at how Trent's doing, but it seems like I have little to worry about. Each time I glance over, I see him laughing and smiling. Cliff and Daryl are getting along too. They've been talking shop for the past several minutes.
Yeah, active pickups are really great for creating the kind of sound we're going for. I tend to layer on a lot of effects.
What are active pickups? I can only understand bits and pieces of what they're saying. I've learned what pickups are and how they work, but I'm still fuzzy on their application. Moria nudges my side and prompts me to get close so she can whisper something. Hey, are we still going to that gay bar after here? Not sure. I have to check with Trent. He was hesitant last time I talked to him. I figured the best way to go about this is to text him. It won't be verbally putting him on the spot. Hey, still want to try out the Veller Lounge? He notices his phone chiming and looks at the screen. He immediately responds. Yeah, I think so. I'm a little nervous, but I think I'll be okay. There seems to be a pause in Cliff and Daryl's conversation. I take the opportunity to interject. Hey Cliff, did you have any plans on where we'd go after here? Not really, we can head somewhere else if that's what everyone wants. What do you have in mind? Cheshire suggested the Veller Lounge. Cliff giggles. Of course he'd suggest the lounge. What does he mean by that? Sounds great though, what do you two think? He looks to Daryl and Moria. I'm 1,000% on board. Oh well, it's not my scene, but I'm down. Not my scene, huh? Guess that means he's not. How about you guys, Veller Lounge? Right, the other characters in the scene. He's facing the opposite end of the table, where the other three are sitting. April gives a thumbs up. Trent smiles and nods. Ooh, hell yes, my chances of getting some tonight have skyrocketed. Getting some what? Alcohol? You've already had a lot. Pat bursts into another giggle fit while April buries her face in her paws. Oh, you poor dear. I shouldn't have left him alone with the collie. Well, we should get going soon then. Cashing out using the web client was a breeze. Why does Eddy speak like an infomercial sometimes? Cashing out using the web client was a breeze. The online menu made it simple for everyone to pay. We're not backtracking to Sasha Street. Cliff's leading the pack like last time. Pat and I are trailing behind. The collie turns to me.
Oh man, you're going to absolutely love the lounge.
Thank you, Pat. Very cool. You think so? Totally. It's like Daddy Central in there. Oh dear God, normally the dog's lack of filter is jarring, but give him alcohol and he turns into an actual menace. I feel like that's one of the, like, tamer things he said, all things considered. After getting to know you this week, I think I pinned down your type. We can totally scout some hotties, and... Carol sped up to catch up with the rest of us. Hey dudes. Pat, what drinks did you end up ordering? Alcoholic ones. Okay, but like... Gotta ask April something. Pat exits. The dog hastily migrated to the back of the pack where the girls and Trent were. Daryl was visibly upset. What's the deal with him? Right, I forgot they have a thing going on. Right, I forgot they're being awkward about each other. What's the deal with him? The line let out a dejected exhale. Nothing crazy, just band drama stuff. Oh, not band drama. Want to talk about it? He's so mad over nothing. I was only an hour late for practice yesterday. Did you apologize? Well, no, but it wasn't my fault. My sleep schedule's to affect from the crazy shifts I keep getting assigned at work. One day it'll be morning shift, next day it will be graveyard. I can't keep up. Oof, that's rough. I've been tricked around on different schedules like that too. It makes keeping a proper sleep schedule impossible. Right? You know what it's like. And it wasn't like I missed practice. We still played for 4 hours. It was plenty of time. Mind if I give you my 2 cents? Go ahead. So, from one musician to another, I know how stressful it is balancing work life and band life. Your situation with work definitely sucks, but you made an agreement with your band to start practice at a certain time. Cliff is so coherent and sensical. It's almost jarring how coherent and sensical Cliff is. You have to take some responsibility for that, don't you think? Blind sighs. Yeah, I guess. But it didn't really matter, though. We still practiced for as long as we needed. We're more than prepared for tomorrow. Sure, but I don't think preparation was the point. Pat wanted you to be there at a certain time, and you made him wait. He cares a lot about punctuality, so I think he's taking it personally. Well, he shouldn't. It's not a big deal. Might not be a big deal for you, but it is for him. Blaine silently stares at the pavement as we kept walking. Okay, yeah, I should probably apologize to him. I'll talk to him when we get to the lounge. Speaking of... Cliff points to a sign. The building was only a few yards away. I was so wrapped up in their conversation, I didn't realize we were getting close. Right, here we go. Time for my first gay bar experience. I've seen this image before. I don't know where. It's on the itch.io page. Okay, guys, back to the Veller Lounge stuff. Back to Chord Progressions. Entering inside, the first word that comes to my mind is classic. The lounge is furnished with swanky furniture. Swanky? Swanky. Swanky furniture, but the bar looks sleek and modern. It's a fantastic blend of vibes that makes me excited to be here. The space is populated by a good blend of men, women, and everyone in between. And beyond. And beyond. It's busy, but not packed. There seems to be no cohesive dress code. Some folks are dressed up nicely, others look more casual. Meanwhile, a few are really challenging the definition of what it means to be dressed. Spotting a lot of midriffs, booty shorts, and fishnets. Pat and April find an open space at the bar to stand. Moria and I situate ourselves behind them.
Hey, listen here, you fucking twink. You cut off. You hear me? You ask for anything else from me. You're out of here.
He's a stout dog, certainly shorter than April or Cliff. He appears to be multitasking, yelling at a patron while preparing a cocktail in a metal shaker. He looks our way.
Hey, yos, I'll get to you when,
His face lights up like the 4th of July.
Hey, it's the Chronicles crew.
You know it. Hey, Corey. Been too long since I've seen yous guys. Give me a minute, I'll come say hi. Who's your friend? An old co-worker of ours. He was on his way out when I started working. He's one of the OGs. The dude was at Chronicles for years. The corgi reappeared in a flash. Sorry about that. He veers around April and Pat and spots Moria and me. Who's your friends? Corey, this is my girlfriend Moria. Moria? Goodness, such a lovely name. Moria blushes upon hearing the compliment. She extends her paw for a shake. Corey delicately takes her paw into his. Gosh, it's a pleasure to meet you. The pleasure's all mine. The corgi turns towards me. We lock eyes and he gives me a warm and charming grin. And who might you be? Hi, I'm Eddy. I'm Eddy Chord Progressions. I extend my hand for a shake. He gives me a firm and borderline aggressive paw shake. Eddy, huh? Not as pretty as Moria. But you're lucky you're cute. Much like Moria, I feel myself instantly flush in response to his flirt. Eddy is our new guy. He started on Monday. Oh, you're the new protege Chester's been talking about, eh? I guess. Well, you couldn't pick a better guy to work for, that's for sure. Chronicles crew always gets a free shot when I'm behind the bar. What do y'all want? Oh, let's do the cinnamon toast brunch. Cinnamon toast brunch? But that's like... Brunch is like late morning to like midday, Pat. It's like nighttime. It's too late for that. It's too late for brunch. 3 CTBs coming right up. Cinnamon toast brunch. It's not brunch. It's like dinner time. Come on, guys. The corgi retreats to gather the necessary ingredients for this concoction. I'm gonna pass since I'm DDing. Designated drivering. Designated driver. Do you want my shot, Moria? I won't say no to a free shot. Corey returns and places 3 clean shot glasses atop the counter. He rocks his shaker back and forth rapidly and pours the liquid contents in each glass. Cheers, friends. Come find me later if you're feeling thirsty. He departs to go help other customers. Pat passes me and Moria our respective shots and picks up his. He raises his glass, prompting a toast. So many toasts. To Corey. We clink our glasses together and I down the gulp in one shot. I down the shot in one gulp. Wow, the name of the shot is extremely accurate. Tastes exactly like the breakfast cereal. Okay. You got never mind. I don't feel like breaking that down. Woo, delicious. She lets out a snicker. I can tell by the look on her face she's obviously toasty. I take a glance behind us and notice that the other 3 aren't accounted for. I scan the area to try and find them, but have no luck. Anyone know where the others went? The collie shrugs. Gotta be here somewhere. A little worried about Trent. I also have a newfound worry about Daryl given our last conversation. I'm gonna go find them. Good luck. I'm gonna stay here. I want another drink. I do too. Gotta make sure these 2 make good choices. Fair. See y'all in a bit. Wave goodbye and start to wander around, seeking familiar faces. Wait, what? Well, it wasn't one of the familiar faces I was looking for. It was familiar nonetheless. Chester? Chesuta. I contemplate making an immediate about face to remain unnoticed. What is about face? I don't understand. Before I'm able to decide, he spots me. He gives me a friendly wave and approaches.
Hey, looks like you found your way here, huh?
Yeah, wow, wasn't expecting to see you. You could call this place one of my haunts. Gives me a wink, followed by a perplexed look. You're not here by yourself, are you? Nah, I'm with the whole gang. I was actually looking for them. Oh, well, don't let me hold you up. Come find me if you want a drink. They serve something special here. You might like it. He walks off towards the bar. I'm left a tad bit stunned by this interaction. He popped out of nowhere. What could he be doing here? Wait, maybe he's skipping out potential hookups? Damn, if true, that would confirm my suspicions. It's not... it's really not looking good. Some of these signs are pointing towards him cheating. Oh man, poor Dave. I can't keep standing here. I should get back to finding the boys. I seek along the perimeter of the building and find the 3 situated in the corner. On a booth bench. Cliff's nestled in the pocket with the other 2 seated next to him. They're each holding a cocktail. Daryl's the first to spot me and waves. He pats an empty seat next to him. I oblige his silent offer and sit.
Hey guys.
So many Eddy lines. Hey, where'd the rest of the group end up? They're at the bar. They're talking to the bartender, Corey. Daryl's face lights up. Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know Corey was working tonight. You know him too? Yeah, he and my brother go way back. They started working for Chester at around the same time. Oh, so, speaking of Chester, he's here too. Well, yeah, not surprising. It's his bar. His bar? Yeah, dude, he co-owns a place with Corey. I feel significant relief upon hearing that response. But, like... sure. Damn, he's a busy guy, huh? Definitely, though Dave tells me it doesn't show face here very often. He just takes care of the business end of things while Corey deals with the day-to-day work. Interesting. Oh, speaking of Corey, the lion takes one last sip of his cocktail through a straw. It's audibly empty. I need another Jack and Coke. You guys want anything? Sure, I'll come up with you. Trent? Eddy? I think I'll... wait, thank you. The deer smiles. His cadence as he speaks is different from usual. His words follow an erratic rhythm. Daryl points to me. Just give me what you're getting. I pull out my wallet to search for the money to pay the lion. I rummage for a minute and find a $10 bill. I pass it to him. This enough? For sure. Enough for the drink and tip. I'll be back. The lion and Capybara take off towards the bar, leaving me alone with the grinning deer. How are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm great. I'm really, really great.
Again, his words are strangely paced. He's definitely had his fair share of drinks. What do you have to drink? When we were at Enchanter's Whimsy, I had 2 Merfolk Island iced teas. I guess that's the bar's take on a Long Island iced tea. No wonder he's tipsy. What made you want to get that? Pat recommended it. Jesus Christ, Pat. He's really nice. You think so? Yeah, he's kind of blunt, but I think I like that. He also thinks I'm funny. He's funny too. Pat and Trent are a pair I would expect to get along, but here we are. April is also great. She was very nice to me. Another unlikely pairing, huh? Thank you so much for inviting me. I don't think I've had this much fun in a very long time. Aw, you're welcome. So, can I ask why everyone wanted to come here? What do you mean? This is a gay bar. Is everyone in the group also gay? He's clueless. I think for a moment. Almost, I don't think Daryl's queer, but everyone else is. You too? Yeah, I'm gay. Huh. I never thought about how not clued in. I never thought about how not clued in Trent is. Oh, okay. That's brave. Good for you. Brave. I couldn't contain my laughter from his response. I'm not sure if it's the alcohol or what. Oh god, you are funny, Trent. Thank you. We back. Cliff and Daryl approach with drink and paw. Daryl gives me my Jack and Coke, and both reclaim their seats. So Corey just said the funniest thing. We don't get to know. I was gonna say, whatever he says next better be funny. Right. Whatever he says next better be funny, or I'm quitting. We continue the chit-chat the night away while comfortably planted in our little corner. I was an active participant for the first half, but the boys eventually migrated the topic to music composition.
Do you really compose using true tritones that often? It's just so verboten.
Who knows? It's a fun challenge to find ways to resolve them. I like the tension they create. I'm not understanding most of these words. My mind can't help but wander and tune them out. I think back to my suspicions about Chester. Maybe I've been drawing conclusions unjustly. Let's look at the facts. I don't have a photographic memory. I can't rightly say the photo I saw was Chester. I couldn't even determine the guy's species. I don't even know if he's a wolf. Even if that person is a wolf, it's not like wolves are uncommon. There are probably 10 in this building right now. There's also the possibility I wasn't blocked. The account could have just been deactivated, or the timing was inconvenient. The owner of the account could have just blocked me for some arbitrary reason. I'm not working with any hard evidence. Yeah, Chester's here at a gay bar, but he owns the place for crying out loud. He and Dave get into the occasional spat at work, but that's just circumstantial evidence at best. This whole thing is a big nothing burger, isn't it? I spent all that time taking a picture backstage at Chronicles for nothing. But with all that said, I still can't help but hear a nagging voice in the back of my head. Chester's certainly in proximity. I could shut the app and find out for once and for all if he really... The line stands up. So I think I'm gonna go find Pat and apologize. I'll come back if things go south. Roger that. Good luck. Daryl walks off, leaving the three of us. The capybara turns to the deer. There's a lot of turning. There's a lot of turning in chord progressions. Oh, so tell me more about the chord... Guys, it's cinema. Oh, so tell me more about the chord progressions you've been working with. I tune them out again, just more music jargon. The nagging feeling returns. It's like a dull ache. Not very cumbersome, but persistent nonetheless. It's an unsettling feeling. The more I dwell on it, the more painful the ache becomes. Oh my gosh, Eddy, just do something. I have to check Cruiser, don't I? My insatiable curiosity won't let this rest until I can confirm or deny that the mystery account belongs to Chester. I reach into my pocket, pull out my phone, and open the app. It takes an agonizing amount of time to boot up. It is interesting, though, if you think about, like, active narrative threads in chord progressions. Really the only active narrative threads we've had so far is there's the show night. There's the show night coming up. There was this trip that we're having today. There's the night out. There's the night out that was coming up, which we're doing now. But then the other active narrative thread was like whatever's going on with Chester, right? Whatever's going on with Chester and whether or not he's on Cruiser or whatever. So I wonder if we're gonna have like more narrative threads come up. I guess really it'll just be committing to like specific character roots, right? The narrative threads will just be whatever's going on in the dedicated character roots more than anything. I reach into my pocket, pull out my phone, and open the app. It takes an agonizing amount of time to boot up. The front page finally displays, and I can see the grid. My new picture is in the top left corner. I see 19 others. None of them are the mystery account. Looks like he's not here. Breathe a sigh of relief. I'm ready to pocket my phone, but then I notice something. All accounts indicate less than one mile. We're in the crowded gay bar. The first 19 profiles certainly don't account for every person in the room on the app. There has to be more. The nagging voice gets louder. I have to keep digging. I need to scroll down and check every profile within range. Scroll down one row, no dice. Another row. Inquire within. No. I just had to keep looking, didn't I? As much as I want to click on this profile, I shouldn't. I'll just draw attention to me like it did last time. I'll just get blocked again. Take a screenshot so that I have the profile picture saved on my phone in case I want to reference it later. Oh, sorry, Eddie. Are we boring you? I look up from my phone to see both Cliff and Trent looking at me with concerned eyes. They look so upset. No, it's okay. You guys are talking about your own thing. I was just catching up on some texts. Gives me an amiable smile. There's that word again. There's that fucking word again, amiable. Gotcha, but don't feel like you have to stay here if you don't want to. I won't blame you if you want to find someone else to talk to. That might be a good idea. I don't want to sit here and wallow in this new revelation I just made. I could go find Moria and talk about it, or maybe I could find Chester and try to see if I can get more information out of him. Stand up from my seat. Yeah, I think I'll go do that. I'll catch up with you two later. Deal. Trent slightly waves with a big grin on his face. I walk towards the bar aimlessly. My thoughts are racing wildly. I really couldn't let it go, huh? I'd be better off if I didn't dig around. The bar isn't as crowded as before. Looks like most folks are more interested in dancing. The bar staff behind the counter are seemingly taking a moment to catch their breath. I glance down to the end of the bar. I find Corey talking with Chester. Before I can process what my next move will be, Corey spots me and waves. Chester turns around and sees me too. He gestures with his paw for me to come to him. Well, but I don't have a choice now. Here we go.
Have a seat, buddy. Want a drink?
I oblige and climb into the stool next to him. I smile and nod. 2 reserves on the rocks? Yes, please. The dog turns around and retrieves a step stool from below the counter. He climbs the top and grabs a bottle of liquor from the top shelf. He whips out 2 rocks glasses, deposits a spherical piece of ice in each, then fills up each glass halfway with rich amber liquid. I'm able to catch a glimpse at the bottle's label. Acorn Distillery Reserve. Barrel-aged bourbon. He sets them down in front of us. I think you're gonna like this. It goes down nice and smooth. Chester picks up his glass, prompting me to clink mine against his. I comply. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. We both take a small sip. Wow, no kidding. I never had straight liquor go down that smoothly before. Guys, let's learn more about the liquor. It has such a deep, complex, and rich flavor. I'm tasting vanilla and caramel notes, complemented by a strong, woody flavor. It's almost sweet like candy. This is something truly special. Brilliant booze aside, I'm looking forward to getting more information out of the wolf tonight. I better start now. So, this is one of your haunts, huh? Of sorts, you could say. The lounge is supposed to be one of your haunts. You suck ass at being a ghost. The wolf chuckles. The wolf. I know. Chronicles has kept me insanely busy lately. We still haven't been able to fix our short staffing problem. Isn't your solution sitting right next to you? Well, yes, Eddy has proven to be a wonderful asset so far. But doesn't change the fact that there are only 5 bodies in the shop. Right. Losing Tweedledee and Tweedledum at the same time must have been rough. The wolf lets out a sigh. Yeah, real rough. The corgi leans up onto the bar and looks Chester in the eye. Look, if you need to come back to Chronicles part-time, all you have to do is ask. We can handle it. I just need more time to find another new hire. How long is that going to take? Didn't it take months? Didn't it take you months to find Eddy? Can you afford to wait any longer? Months? He was really searching for that long before giving me an offer? Chester lets out a dejected sigh. He wordlessly sips on his bourbon. Chaz, I know it hurts your pride when one of your baby birds comes flying back to the nest. But I'm not your protege anymore, okay? We're business partners. Your shit at Chronicles affects my shit at the lounge. Also, I know you haven't been able to do as many lessons as you usually do. Yeah, I've had to cancel a lot lately. There was another short pause. Let me think about it. Fair enough, just say the word and I got you. Got you? The dog glances down the bar and sees an unattended patron. He rushes down to help them. I didn't know you taught lessons before today. Oh, right, yeah, I teach beginner guitar. That's great, do you like it? I love it, it's one of my favorite things. Takes another sip. Speaking of favorite things, how do you like the reserve? It's fantastic, I didn't know bourbon could be this smooth. Gives me a bright smile. Glad you like it, it's made here in Douglas. Damn, really? Yep, you can find the Acorn Distillery on Market Street. The reserve is something special that they make in small batches. The Beller Lounge is one of the few places that can sell it. Exclusive deal, huh? That's awesome. Oh my gosh, found you. Hear Moria from behind. She makes a hurried approach with a cocktail in paw. There you are. I thought you got swallowed by the Black Lagoon or something. This is the first time we see Chester and Moria interact, huh? She's lightly slurring her words. Lights are on, but no one's home. Okay. She notices Chester sitting next to me. Oh my gosh, who's your friend? So who's your friend, huh? The way she spoke the word friend suggests she believes the wolf next to me is more than just that. I find the temptation to just bury my face in my paws and curl up into a little shrimp. Moria, this is my boss, Chester. Speak with excess articulation to ensure my point is made explicitly clear. For a split second, Moria's face contorts into a twisted combination of amusement and fright. She regains her composure and faces Chester. Oh my gosh, for my manners, it's so great to finally meet you. She extends her paw for a shake. Chester takes her paw into his. Pleasure's all mine. Heard a lot about you. Likewise. Also, I hope I'm not making a bad first impression being so, bubbly. She nervously chuckles. That's one way to put it, Mo. Oh, come on now, it's Friday night. You kids are having fun. It's not a big deal in the slightest. So you two should tell me more about your hometown. I hear there's a nice ski resort up that way. No, it's the only thing it's known for. What's the hometown again? Fairview? Moria, Chester, and I continue to chit-chat about Fairview for some time. He seems genuinely interested. As we conversed, the nagging voice kept egging me to ponder about that damn profile and what it means. Did I even confront him about this? How did I even go about that? Just pull out my phone, show him the profile, and ask, this you? There's plausible deniability too. All he has to say is, that's not me, and I don't have a leg to stand on. Need to find a way to collect more evidence. I tuned Moria out after she started to dominate the conversation. I should tune back in. Even after all these years, the FCC perpetrator was never found. Goodness, that's quite the tale. Crazy stories aside, how do you like Douglas Scott compared to FCC? It's like night and day. Classes start on Monday, and I'm so excited. Any classes you're looking forward to the most? Definitely my photography class. Photography. Her expression suddenly flips into sheer excitement. Oh, that reminds me, my scrapbook project. She looks towards me. We need to take a picture. It's our first gay bar trip. I want to remember it forever. I chuckle. Sure thing, Mo. Do you want to be in the picture too, Chester? Sure, why not? She fumbles with her phone, trying to find the ideal position to take the photo. You guys come stand here. I want to get the bar in the background. Is here fine? Guys, it's Slick Eddy. It's Slick Eddy. The outfit, picking the outfit, it's paying off. We get to see Slick Eddy. Right there's great. Now, Chester, shift over a little bit. Like this? Perfect, now hold still. 1, 2, 3. That's perfect, thank you guys so much. I need to go find April and get a picture with her. Catch you guys later. She gives me a brief hug and then waves to Chester. So good to finally meet you. Likewise, take care. The fox scurries off with drunken haste. Sounds like a class feature. Drunken haste. Chester reclaimed his seat on the stool and I followed in suit. I still have some of the reserve left in my glass. I sip in silence and contemplate my next move. To start, I need to verify that the picture of the man's torso belongs to Chester. I'll have to compare his fur pattern to the one in the profile picture. Hey, so I wanted to ask you about the gym. What about it? I think I want to try and make it a routine. Do you think you could help me get started? His face lights up. That's great news, absolutely, I'd love to. I was planning on hitting the gym Saturday morning before work. Want to join me? Yeah, sounds great actually. Good, I'm thinking we can do some cardio. I don't want to wear you out with strength training before we haul that heavy junk. Oh, right, we'll have to move everything back after show night. Yeah, that's a good call. Can you swim? I can, but it's been a long time. Gotcha, want to give it a try? The gym has a fantastic pool. It's actually perfect. He'll be shirtless the entire time. I have plenty of time to study his fur pattern. Hopefully I won't get too distracted. Sure, let's plan on it. Happy to hear it. Takes one last swig of his drink. Are you driving tonight? No, sir. April's got me. Great. Want another? Points to my almost empty glass. Sure, thank you. Hey, Garkin. Garson? Garkin. Who? Wait, what is that C? I don't know how you pronounce that C. I mean, it has a little S attached to the bottom, so I can only assume that means that C is pronounced as an S, right? If the world has any level of sanity to it. Chester projects his voice towards Corey. He briskly walks down the aisle towards us. Have a name, you know. Garson? Garson? I don't know. Please give me a glass of the reserve for my friend. I'm a 33-year-old man, Chaz. I'm not a Garkin. What is a Garkin? I'm gonna have to look up this word. I'm gonna have to look up this term. What is Garkin? Garkin? Gookin. Garkin? Schlarkin? Garson? Garkin. Garson. Okay, it is with an S. Garson. A waiter in a French restaurant or a hotel. A waiter in a French restaurant or hotel. Which is derived from the French word garçon, which means boy. It's French for boy. Garçon. Garçon. I'm a 33-year-old man, Chaz. I'm not a garçon. Garkin. Curry retrieves his stool from under the counter to reach the top shelf bottle. Really? Not many grown men I know need the step stool to reach the top shelf. Corey gets to work preparing another glass for me. Yeah, not many men I know still think it's stylish to rock a mullet in 2024. Okay, this is canonically set in 2024. Okay. Chester lets out a hearty laugh. Corey passes the drink to me. Oh, you got me there. Chester leans forward on the bar to close the distance between him and the dog. Mark my words, though, it's coming back. Corey reciprocates and leans up on the bar as well, leaving only a few centimeters between their muzzles. They've locked eyes with each other. The tension the two are creating feels intense. There's no genuine hostility, but something feels very electric about the way they're clashing. We'll see about that, hot tit. Without warning, Corey cupped Chester's right breast in his paw and began aggressively squeezing. Chester let out a roaring laugh as he swatted the paw away and leaned back to a neutral sitting position. You fucker, I never see it coming when you do that. I'm a master at my craft. Corey made a grabbing gesture with both paws. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and close out my tab and get my hot tits out of here. Sure thing, boss. He walks away. Chester gives me a bashful grin. Sorry about that. Corey and my relationship can be intense sometimes. When you work with someone like that for over a decade, you tend to get close. Corey returns with the customer checkbook and passes it to Chester. He stands up from his seat, pulls out a paw full of dollar bills, then places them inside before setting it back on the bar. He doesn't even look at the ticket. Alright, you boys take care. I'll see you tomorrow, Eddy. Yes, sir. Gives me a friendly tap on the shoulder before walking out the front door. So, I overheard this was your first gay bar experience. It is, yeah. How do you like it? Having fun. I'll definitely be back. Love to hear it. You know, we could always... Something caught Corey's attention. He's glaring at another bartender. Excuse me, just a moment. He spoke to me in a hushed tone before cranking up the volume. Nuh-uh, don't serve them. That twink's cut the fuck off. The dog walked down the aisle to handle the kerfuffle. I glanced over to the checkbook to see and see the corner of a bill peeking out. That's a $100 bill. How much did Chester spend on me? I grab the book and slide it towards me. Open up the book and find $600 bills inside among a printed receipt. The sheet only lists one line item. 3 times top shelf. There isn't even a price listed on the ticket. There's just blank space where the ordered total normally would be. I quickly closed the book and returned it to its original place on the bar top. Corey's reapproaching. I don't think he noticed.
Sorry about that. These joints that can get cut up by one bartender and get served by another.
I tilt my head. John's? He chuckles. Oh, just a silly word from my hometown. Ignore me. Hey, so a question for you. Shoot. Swirl the liquor in the glass. How much is a glass of the reserve? The dog snickers to himself. Oh, sweetie, if you have to ask, you can't afford it. He clicks his tongue and gives me a wink. He snatches the checkbook off the table. Better enjoy that one. He walks off towards the register, leaving me alone. It's up more on the bourbon. It tastes a little sour after finding out that's $200 a glass. Wait, maybe it's not $200. Chester would have included a tip, right? So it'd be about 20% of 600 divided by 3. Or no, 20% divided by 3. I'm too tipsy to do math. I finished my drink and sat in contemplative silence. Without another word to Corey, I set my glass at the bar and quietly leave. I think I should find someone to talk to and take my mind off Chester. I gravitate towards the spot where I last saw Trent. Sure enough, he's still there, talking to Daryl this time. I wonder if he successfully apologized to the Pat. And then he said, well, judging only by the fact that I've had to look at your rear to critique your squatting form. The lion spots me before finishing his sentence. He waves. Trent gives me a wide grin. Eddy, hey, come sit. How's everything with you guys? Good, we're talking about gym stuff. Cool, speaking of, I think I'm going to start making the gym a more regular thing. Nice. Yay. Trent performs a subtle but goofy wiggle in his seat as he softly cheers. That's got to be the cutest thing I've seen all day. Aw, is he okay? I'm great. He smiles obscenely wide. His erratic speech rhythm seems to have only gotten worse. Buddy Boy's had too much, had to cut him off. Now I'm a sad Buddy Boy. He speaks with a pitifully dejected tone. It's taking incredible effort to not burst out laughing. I turn to Daryl. So, he's not driving home. Definitely not. Are you okay to drive? Yeah, I'm good. I'm 275 pounds of bulk and jiggle. 3 drinks don't do much to me. I didn't know there was a built-in skip button. 3 drinks don't do much to me. Daryl playfully nudges the deer. Meanwhile, give this dude 3 drinks and he turns into a bubbling mess. Bumbling. Trent makes a pointing gesture with both his paws. He touches the tips of his index digits together. I don't drink that often. It's okay though, I'll take a super home. All the way to Keystown? That'd cost a fortune. See the gears turning in his head in response to Daryl's comment. I guess he has to decide whether or not it's a good time to divulge his wealth. He doesn't offer any feedback to the lion's comment. He just stammers uncomfortably, unable to find any words. Here, how about I give you a ride back to my place and you can sleep on my futon? Trent's still maintaining his demure posture. I don't want to impose. It's no big deal. You can sleep off the booze at my place tonight. Then my mom will make the best hangover cure breakfast in the morning. I'll drive you back here so you can get your car. Then we can head home to prepare for show night. Okay. Daryl scooches closer and places a comforting paw on his back. It's all gonna be okay, promise. Thank you. The deer lazily leans into Daryl, poking the lion in the head with his antler in the process. Daryl retreats with a chuckle. Dude, don't poke my eye out with that thing. No, I'm so sorry. It's okay, maybe we should find you some rubber tips for these things. He pokes the end of Trent's antler. You know, for next time. Next time? Oh, nice, you guys are still here. Cliff reappears and takes a seat next to Trent. Everyone having a good night? Trent enthusiastically nods. Much needed, it's been great. Totally, thanks so much for planning this. You're welcome. Happy you and Moria were able to get a taste of Douglas. Anyways, I came over to say bye. I think Pat and I will be heading out pretty soon. Points out the collie's location. I turn to look. A chubby squirrel fellow is straddling Pat on a nearby couch. They're in the midst of a deep makeout session. Pat's filling up the squirrel's back under his shirt as the squirrel slowly grinds his rear into Pat's lap. As inappropriate as this public display of affection is, I find myself quite aroused by the sight. Squirrel and I seemingly have similar builds. In another universe, I imagine that could be me on top. Either he's going to want to take them home, or they'll both get kicked out by the bouncer. Either way, it's only a matter of time. I mean, April can always drop you off if you don't want to ride with them. I'd rather stick with Pat, let's just put it that way. Why would you want to? Oh, yeah, I guess if your roommate is also your friend with benefits, anytime they hook up with someone, it's an opportunity for a threesome. Damn, I wish I were that lucky. Out the corner of my eye, I notice a large bull man wearing a black shirt approach the pair and taps the squirrel on the shoulder. He gets both of their attention and points towards the door. And that's my cue. Take care, friends. Trent and I wave. Daryl interjects before Cliff's able to step away. Oh, before you go, thanks for the talk on the way here. It helped a lot. Anytime. See you all tomorrow. I hurriedly follow the exiled couple out the door. I turn back to Daryl. How did Cliff's talk help? When I apologized to Pat earlier, I used a lot of the words Cliff said, mostly about how I needed to take responsibility even though I have a fucked up work schedule. It's kind of hard for me to find the words sometimes when things get emotional. Funny, I had a really productive conversation with him earlier today too. He's got away with words, don't he? Ow! He rapidly backs away from the source of his pain. Trent's nodding off, his tilted head causing the antler to poke Daryl's noggin again. The sudden outburst woke him. That's it, we're gonna need to find some styrofoam for these things. Trent wordlessly shrank in his seat as he crossed his arms ashamedly. The lion stands. Let's get you home, buddy boy. Need to put your arm around me? He sheepishly nods. Daryl helps Trent stand up out of his seat and drapes the deer's arm around his broad shoulders. Alright, off we go. Then you can have a nice long sleep. The deer nods. His face is pressed up against Daryl's as he does so, essentially nuzzling him. Drive safe. Will do. See you tomorrow. Yep, see you tomorrow. Goodbye, Gay Fox. So long, Gay Bowser. So long, Bowser. Daryl and I couldn't help but burst out in laughter. I play along. Bye, drunk deer. Enjoy the hangover. Okay. He's still the best character. Drunk Trent has got to be the goofiest thing ever. I can't help but admire him. The two slowly but surely shuffle their way out to the front door. I should find the girls. Looks like our night's about to be over. It doesn't take long for me to find them. They're both seated at the bar. Moria's giggling as April has her face buried in her paws. They both notice my approach.
Dude, help. Please.
She looks so upset. She looks like she's struggling. What's going on? Diana points to her partner. She's lost her mind. Eddy, there's some malarkey afoot. Moria is heavily slurring her words. That quirky man said my name is beautiful. What does he do? He has the gall, the gumption, the audacity to cut me off. She makes a melodramatic pout. Truly a fate worse than death. I turn towards April. Is it time to scram? Yes, very yes. The tab is paid. We can go whenever. I just have to convince her. Oh, that's easy. I turn towards the fox. Mo, do you know where you're not cut off? Umbrakash, where? At the apartment. We have wine, remember? Her face lights up. You're a genius. She stands up out of her seat to give me a hug. I reciprocate. That's all there is to it. Let's go. The ride home was a tad chaotic. Moria found the aux cord and turned April's car into a karaoke booth. Nevertheless, we made it back safe and sound.
Babe, no more.
But Eddy said... Yeah, it turns out I lied. The fox stares daggers at me. You little shit. I won't forget this transgression. She narrows her eyes. That's what I am right now. Huh. I'm trans. And I'm Grecian. That's great, sweetie. Let's get you to bed. April starts to physically handle Moria to help usher her to their room. Good night, you two. Good night. Thanks for the help. Bad night. You have a bad night, you liar, man. The two disappear into their room, leaving me alone in the living room. I take a seat on the couch, taking mental inventory of all the information I've gathered today. So, the person in the profile was at the lounge. That's a fact. The person looks like Chester. It's not really a fact yet. I need to verify on Sunday. What does any of this mean? If Chester's cheating, how can I prove it? If I can prove it, how do I go about confronting him? What if he finds out I'm snooping before I confront him? Oh gosh, what if it turns out to be a big misunderstanding? I'd look like an idiot. I'd get fired on the spot, then what? If I lose my job, how will I pay for rent? What if the girls kick me out for not paying rent? If I get kicked out, where do I go? I can't go back home, that would ruin me. Is he gonna ground himself? Is he going to use the secret ancient sorcery witchcraft technique Cliff taught him earlier? Is he going to use grounding? If I get kicked out, where do I go? I can't go back home. That would ruin me. Wait, it's happening. I'm catastrophizing. My heart rate's out of control right now. My thoughts keep racing. I need to get a grip. Okay, this is a perfect time to try that grounding thing. I follow the rules Cliff gave me. I take in a sharp and deep breath. All my breaths from here on out need to be deep and deliberate. Huh. I need to find 5 things I can see. Eddy, you're fine, okay? You already broke the spiral, Eddy, right? You already broke the spiral. You already became self-aware enough to realize that, like, oh, I'm catastrophizing. I don't need to do this. Just go to bed, Eddy. I need to find 5 things I can see. Let's scan the room. Coffee table, couch, Mario's giant poop painting, April's guitar, dining table. I can feel the couch, my fur, my shirt, and my pants. I can hear the sound of my own breathing, the AC, and the crickets chirping outside. I can smell the air freshener April uses and my deodorant. What can I taste? Oh, I lick my chops. I can taste a hint of the reserve still left in my facial fur. I take a few more calculated deep breaths. My heart rate is back to normal. It's interesting. The grounded thing is interesting. Because to a certain extent, it feels like it's also like... It feels like the groundedness thing is written into the novel almost to like... Almost like it's like sharing. Almost like it's like to share the like grounding technique with like the reader itself, you know? Because in universe, the grounding technique is something that like Cliff like shares with Eddy. Cliff like teaches Eddy. But it almost feels like in the process of that, the grounding technique thing is almost... It almost feels like something the author of Chord Progressions wants to like share with the reader as well. You know what I mean? Oh, that's kind of interesting. I take a few more calculated deep breaths. My heart rate is back to normal. I'm calm. I'm present. Everything is okay. Damn, that worked pretty well. I gotta make sure that I think Cliff in the morning. I don't want to text him now, not while he's potentially busy. I peel off my clothes and flop into bed. I've only lived here long enough that I can find my bed using my instincts and muscle memory alone. No need to turn on the lights. But that near mental breakdown aside, today was good. Great, even. The only problem is that this damn mystery account. The nagging voice in my head keeps insisting that I get even more nosy. It won't be satisfied until I get to the bottom of this. Also, what's the deal with that expensive alcohol? Why would he spend so much on me? Because he's nice. Then there's that strange, playful closeness he has with Corey. There's definitely some kind of chemistry going on between the two. They're lifelong. They're old-time buddies. At the end of the day, it could just be a big misunderstanding. I'm putting in all of this effort for nothing. But it seems like more and more questions keep popping up. My gut keeps telling me to keep digging, so I will. I need to keep digging. Is this... Until I find something. I like this song. I think I mentioned this like last time. I think I mentioned this in Chord Progression episode 9. Chord Progressions episode 9. But I like this song. Find something. Okay, Eddie fell asleep. Where's this? Alright, if I'm gonna do this, it has to be quick. I kissed enough ass to earn this phone call. Gotta make it count. I quickly dialed the number, sparing no time. Ling-a-ling-ling. Come on. Ling-a-ling-ling. Come on. Hello? Hi, Mom. Hi, sweetie. How's camp going? Good. I do my best to inconspicuously scan my surroundings. No one seems to be paying attention. I'm so happy to hear that. I know you didn't want to go, but Dad and I cut my paw around the phone's receiver and speak in a hushed tone. Mom, it's not good. I need you to get me, please. Huh, sweetie? I know it's hard being away from home, but you have to give this a chance. No, Mom, they're hurting kids here. There's a room where they take them and hit the bad ones. I've seen their bruises. You've seen Bruce? She was interrupted by a dial tone. The counselor was making a brisk approach from my flank. Before I could even react, he grabbed me by the ear. I can feel his nails dig into my earlobe with a piercing grip that immediately stung. Big mistake. That hurts. Stop. I swung my fist in every which direction, trying to thrash myself away from his grasp. Huh. It's interesting how Eddie is having this like trend of like nightmares now. We're getting these consistent Eddie nightmares. Huh. Interesting. Try as I might, it proved to be ineffective. He's much bigger and stronger than me. I'm trapped. Another act of defiance, Mr. Cameron. That's disappointing. It's clear that the demons need to be struck out of you. No. Youch, fuck. And it's unclear how, like, accurate these nightmares are to anything that's, like, happened to Eddie. It's weird. The nightmares are weird. Youch, heck. I recoiled my poor paw to my chest. The tips of my digits are stinging and throbbing in pain. I roll over to my stomach and scream in agony into my pillow. Fuck, that hurt. I must have been thrashing in my sleep and smacked the wall. While the pain was sharp at first, it quickly turned into a dull ache. I were still bruised. The memory of the dream quickly faded as I nursed my injured paw. Although there's one detail that persists in my mind. I was calling Mom about something? Actually, it reminds me, I do need to give her a call. She texted me on Monday and I haven't spoke to her since. Might as well do it now before the day gets too busy. Ling-a-ling-a-ling. Hi, sweetie. About time you gave me a call. I was wondering when you were going to talk to your poor old mother. There she goes, punishing me for performing the behavior she wants from me. Ugh, shut up, Eddie. Shut up. Shut up, Eddie. There she goes, punishing me for performing the behavior she wants from me. Shut up, Eddy. She's speaking in her usual saccharine tone. She's in a good mood, at least. Could be worse. Hey, Mama. Yeah, sorry, I've been putting in a lot of overtime at the new job. Oh, so you've been working hard? Yeah, this past week has been a lot. But it hasn't been too bad. My new boss is a really nice guy. Oh, really? Yeah, I like him a lot, actually. I think we're going to be very comfortable here. That's great, sweetie. Have you and your friend settled in? Not a big friend of that tone, but I prefer your friend over the alternative. Yeah, Mo and I are all moved in. That's great. So when are... She was interrupted by a faint voice. Oh, Dad wants to talk to you. I can hear the phone being handled as his mom passes it to Dad. Hey, buddy. Hey, Dad. What you up to? Nothing much. Getting ready for work today. I figured I'd call Mom while I have some time. The guy you're working on the weekend, huh? Yep, been putting in a lot of overtime. Attaboy, always putting in hard work. Proud of you. Couldn't help but smile. I've given up on women winning over their approval a long time ago, but a little praise every once in a while is nice. Thanks. Oh, right quick. You left a couple pairs of slacks here. Shoot, I thought I got everything. Guess not. You left them in the dryer. If you want, you can drive up and get them. We'll fix you some supper and you can spend the night if you want. That sounds nice, but I don't have a car anymore. I can't just drive up on a whim. Oh, yeah, right. His tone's mostly composed, but I can hear a hint of dejection. Do they miss the Eddy? do his parents miss the Eddy? Well, I guess I can mail these off to you. Sure, that'd work. I could use some more slacks. I don't have a lot of time to do laundry. Hey, well, you make sure you get around to it. Remember, you take care of your slacks. You take care of you. Yeah, I know. He chuckles. Good man. There was a short pause. I could tell he was struggling to start his next sentence. So, how's Moria doing? She all settled with the college stuff? Taken surprised by him correctly gendering and naming Moria. It's because you don't live in their home. Right, it's because you don't live in their home anymore, Eddy. They lost authority over you. They lost authority over you. Now they have to appeal to you, right? Now they have to suck up to you, Eddy. or you can cut them off, you know? You can punish them. You can punish them for their for behavior by not talking to them. Now you have a bargaining chip, Eddy. He wasn't always the best about it. Yeah, she's good. Classes start on Monday. She just finished her orientation and she seems really excited. Good to hear, buddy. Tell her I said hi. Yeah, of course. Alright, I gotta finish fixing breakfast. Love you, bud. Love you too. I hear the phone being handled again as Dad returns it to Mom. Wish you were here, mister. Dad's making bacon omelets. Oh wow, that sounds amazing, actually. You're missing out. She employs her teasing tone. Right, honey. I'll let you go so you can get ready for work. Sounds good. Talk to you later. Love you. Talk to you soon. Love you too. Bye. Damn it, I really want one of Dad's omelets now. Eddy's relationship with his parents is interesting. Because they don't seem to be, like, comically evil. Right? They don't seem to be comically evil or anything. But also, there does seem to be, like, a disconnect, right? Damn, I really want one of Dad's omelets now.